But then we're going to run another Halloween show, a Christmas show called, what's the name? Oh, The Rented Christmas. And that's another great show that'll bring tears to your eyes and happiness to your heart. Now, in January, we start our new year with Backwoods Romeo. And that is a great, fun family show. You'll love it from the time it starts till it's over. And you men will realize how fortunate you are to have what you have when you see this show. Because it's really, Backwoods Romeo is full of fun and a lot of laughter. So we want to thank you for being here tonight, folks. Now we have a lot of kids in the audience. Kids, stay in your seats. Don't move until intermission, because we have a lot of action coming through these curtains, and we don't want someone to get hurt. So parents, keep them down. So we want to thank you for being here tonight. We want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and say Mele Kalicamaka.
All right.
Ah, there we go. Happy day. That means Christmas in Hawaiian. You didn't think I was that smart. I know I am. But anyway, Shinning Omeda Tozagowas. So anyway, that's in Japanese. Happy day to you all, and Merry Christmas, and welcome to the Valley Center Playhouse. And thank you.
The Herdmans were the worst kids in the whole history of the world. They lied and cheated and stole and smoked cigars, even the girls. They talked dirty and punched little kids and cussed their teachers, took the Lord's name in vain, and they set fire to Fred Shoemaker's old broken down tool house. And that's not all. Somebody sent 5 dozen donuts for the firemen, and the Herdmans ate them all. And what they couldn't eat, they stuffed down their pockets and the front of their shirts. And they wrote this really, really dirty word on the back of Naomi Waddle's favorite turtle. So now Naomi can't take it to the YMCA pet show. Her mom won't let her. What was the word? And that's not all. They did it in fluorescent paint so it glows in the dark. When you can't even see the turtle, you can still see the word. And they put a whole bunch of tadpoles in the school drinking fountain. Mrs. Barneswell cured 3 by mistake. Somebody else, Mildred, stop! You're drinking tadpoles! But it was too late. Did she get sick? Not right away. And that's not all. Now I'm going to tell you about the Christmas pageant and what they did to that. There were 6 of them. Ralph, Imogen, Leroy, Claudia, Ollie, and Gladys. They went through the Woodrow Wilson School like those South American fish that strip your bones clean. And they went around town the same way, stealing things and tearing things up, whamming kids. It was hard to get away from them. There was only one safe place.
Sweet hour of prayer, because there are no herdmen there. Because Jesus loves us as they say, because he keeps the miles away.
That was my little brother Charlie. When his Sunday school teacher asked him what his favorite part about church was, Charlie said no herdmen. That made the teacher mad because all the other kids said nice stuff about Jesus and good feelings. But good old Charlie told the real truth. No herdmen.
What everybody else said, that's totally what they thought.
All the other stuff is okay, but the main good thing about church is
Is it the Herdmans aren't there?
Not a very Christian sentiment, it seems to me.
Well, it's a very practical sentiment. Poor Charlie was black and blue all year last year because it sit next to Leroy Herdman at school.
Is that the worst one, Leroy?
They're all the worst one.
Ralph's the biggest, so if Ralph kicks you,
That doesn't make any difference. Gladys isn't big, but she's fast, and she's mean, and she bites.
Forget I asked. Just stay away from all of them.
That's what I said. Stay away from them and go to church.
I'm glad to hear you feel that way.
Why?
No arguments about the Christmas pageant this year.
I don't want to be a shepherd again.
Well, tell Mrs. Armstrong you want to be a wise man.
I don't want to be in it.
Oh, God. You know, everybody's in it. Think how I'd feel sitting there on Christmas Eve if my own children weren't in the pageant. Think how your father would feel. You'd feel terrible, wouldn't you, Bob? Wouldn't you, Bob?
Actually, I wasn't planning on going. It's always so crowded there. They could use my seat. I'll just stay home, put on my bathrobe, relax. There's never anything different at the Christmas pageant anyway.
Well, there's going to be something different about it this year.
What?
Charlie is going to wear your bathrobe.
You're just making that up, Grace.
why don't you be Joseph? Elmer Hopkins will pay you $1 if you be Joseph. Elmer's always sick of being Joseph just because his father's a minister. No one wants to be Joseph.
Nobody wants to be in it.
Well, what are you going to be this year?
I'm always in the angel choir.
Well, there we go. Why can't Charlie be in the angel choir?
Because I can't sing.
From what I've heard, that's not a very big problem. The way to major always sounds to me like a closet full of mice.
What do you wear in the angel choir?
Bed sheets.
Oh boy, some choice. A bathrobe or a bed sheet. Come on, let's watch TV.
You know, Mrs. Armstrong works very hard to give everyone a lovely experience.
Mom, Mrs. Armstrong just likes to run things.
Oh, you know, they're right. I mean, she runs the bazaar, she's in charge of the potluck suppers, she directs the pageant. And I think Helen Armstrong would preach the sermon if anyone would let her.
Is that George Armstrong's wife?
Yes?
Maybe she'll run the hospital this year, because that's where she is. Just ran into George at the drugstore. He tells me his wife broke her leg, and she'll be in traction for 2 weeks and laid up until the start of the year.
The start of the year? Well, they'll have to cancel Christmas.
She's in charge of Christmas.
Well, she's in charge of the bazaar, and she's in charge of the potluck suppers. You know, I feel sorry for Helen, but who is going to do all those things?
Yes, I'll take over the bazaar, Edna, if you'll do the potluck supper. I just don't know what in the world we're going to do about the pageant. Unless, how about Grace?
Well, I can't do it because I have company all Christmas week. But what about Grace? Hello, Grace. Bob,
What?
I have to direct the Christmas pageant this year.
Does that mean I have to go?
Our Christmas pageant is not what you'd call four-star entertainment. Mrs. Armstrong's breaking her leg was the only unexpected thing that ever happened to it. It was always the same old Christmas story, the same old Christmas carols, the same old Mary and Joseph, and that's what my mother was stuck with. That and Mrs. Armstrong.
Tell you again, Gray, how important it is to give everyone a chance. Here's what I do. I always start with Mary, and I tell them that we must choose our Mary very carefully because, after all, Mary was the mother of Jesus. I know that, Helen. Yes, and then I tell them about Joseph and how he was God's choice to be Jesus' father. That's how I explain that. Bring
I thought Mrs. Armstrong was in traction. How could she talk on the phone when she's in traction?
And what do you think traction is?
Like when they put you to sleep?
No such luck.
And the shepherd.
That's what you
And
call
how
it,
important they all
Pepper.
are. And I always say there are no small parts, only small actors. Remind the
Oh,
angels.
hold on.
No.
Some of the rest of us here.
The eye. I don't let them wear
I'm hungry. You're going to stole my lunch again.
Don't.
How can you let him do that to you day after day?
How can I stop him?
I do hope you don't have too many
Grace!
angels.
Grace, where's the chicken?
It's still in the oven.
I'll get it.
You'll need to get someone to push the baby angels on stage, otherwise they get in each other's way and bend their wings. Bob could do that. And you could keep an eye on the shepherds too. Oh, another word about the angel choir, Grace. Whatever you do, don't let them wear lipstick. They think that just because this is a play, that they have to wear lipstick.
Helen,
It's
there's
terrible.
someone at the door.
What?
Sorry, I have to go. There's someone at the door.
Great.
I have to go. Yes, I'm coming.
Excuse me, lady. Could you spare me a bite to eat? I haven't had a square meal in 3 days.
Oh, for heaven's sake, it's just you.
Well, I was getting kind of lonely at the table here all by myself.
Well, I guess Helen is getting lonely at the hospital.
Not as long as the telephones are working.
Oh, that she told you about. Now's my time, now's my lecture.
I'm getting someone to shove the baby angels on and making sure the shepherds shut up. Yes, she recommended your father.
Does that mean I have to go?
Oh, and Grace, don't get just anybody's baby for Jesus. Get a quiet one. Better yet, get 2 if you can. That way, if one turns out to be fussy, you could always switch them.
My mother didn't pay much attention to Mrs. Armstrong. She said Mrs. Armstrong was just stuck in the hospital with nothing to do but think up problems. And there wasn't going to be any problems. Of course, my mother did count on the Herdmans. That was Charlie's fault.
There you are. You give me back my lunch.
Sure, kid. Here.
Hey, you stole my dessert again.
How do you know?
Because it isn't here.
What was it?
2 Twinkies.
That's right. That's what it was.
Hey, Leroy, you think it's so great to steal my dessert every day? And you know what? I don't care if you steal my dessert. I'll even give you my dessert. We get all the dessert, all we want. All the time at Sunday school.
Oh, yeah? What kind of dessert?
All kinds. Chocolate cake and candy bars and cookies and Twinkies and Big Ones. We get refreshments all the time. All we want.
You're a liar.
And ice cream and donuts and cupcakes and...
Who gives it to you?
The minister.
Boy, it's crazy.
And no, I think he's rich.
Sunday school, huh? Hey, Ralph, listen to this.
That was the wrong thing to tell the Herdmans. And sure enough, the very next Sunday, they were at Sunday school, just in time to hear about the Christmas pageant. What's a pageant? It's a play. Like on TV? What's it about? It's about Jesus. Everything here is. And it's about Mary. Mostly it's about Mary. Who's Mary? I am. Well, probably I am. I know the part. All right, come on, everybody. Come on, Beth. Charlie, Janet, come on, everybody come. Come on, Dave. Bring those benches down. Hi, Doris. And what though? All right, okay. Oh, Mary, what do you guys?
All right.
This won't take very long. We'll all just settle down.
Okay. Today we're going to decide who will play the main roles in our Christmas pageant.
Can Beverly and I sing in the choir, Miss Bradley?
Well, of course you can, Doris, but I actually haven't ever heard Beverly sing. You want to sing something for us, Beverly?
Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'll tell you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice. Gotta find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when
But you know, everyone will have an important role to play. You know what Mrs. Armstrong always says? There are no small parts, only small actors.
That's what she always says, but she never says what it means.
Well, don't you know what it means?
I know what it means. It means that the short kids have to be in the front of the angel choir, or else nobody can see them.
Well, not exactly. What it really means is that even the smallest baby angel is just as important as Mary.
I don't think that anyone is as important as Mary. Well, that's just naturally what you think, Alice. I think Jesus is most important.
I still think it means that the short kids have to be in the front row.
Oh, what is that? All the time talking about Mary. She's clearly important.
Girls, everyone is important. Mary, Jesus, and the short kids. Now, is this everyone? Beverly, would you just go run out in the hall and see if anyone else is coming? Thank you. All right. Now, you girls are going to be in the angel choir, so you need to ask your mothers if any of them have bed sheets or anything like that.
Will people in the angel choir need bed sheets too?
Yes, they do. And if any of you boys have any old bathrobes at home, now what's the matter? Oh, well, make some room for the husband. Well, now, what happened to Beverly?
I think she went home. I think she got sick.
Did she say she got sick?
She just left. All I did was, hi, Beverly, and she just left.
I see. Well, will someone please tell Beverly about the rehearsal the next 4 Wednesdays after school? Now, plan to be here for everyone.
What if we get sick?
You won't get sick. But Mary and Joseph must absolutely come to every rehearsal.
What if they get sick?
They won't get sick either, Elmer.
Well, Beverly got sick, and we haven't even started yet.
Well, we don't know that Beverly got sick. All right, now, we're going to talk about Mary. Now, we all know what kind of a person that Mary was. She was kind, and she was gentle, and she was quiet. So the girl who plays Mary should try to be that kind of a person. Now, who wants to volunteer for that part? Emma Jean, did you have a question?
No, I want to be Mary. And Ralph over there, he wants to be Joseph.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I'll just make a list of who volunteers for these parts, and then we'll all decide who it will be. All right. Ralph Herdman volunteered to be Joseph. Now, who else would like to play that part? Elmer, do I see you raise your hand?
No.
Come on, anybody, please raise your hand. Any of you shepherds? Oh, very well. Ralph Herdman will be our Joseph. Now, Emma Jean has volunteered to be Mary. I'll just write that down. Now, what other names can I add to my list? Maxine? Beth? Alice, don't you want to volunteer?
No, I don't want to. I'll be Mary. Shut up, Gladys. I'm already Mary. You be a wise man.
Oh, well, wise men are usually boys, but they don't have to be.
I'll be a wise man.
Me too. Hey, Claudia, you want to be a wise man? Raise your hand. What's a wise man?
Just raise your hand.
What's left to be? Some angel. I'll be that. What is it?
It's the angel of the Lord who brings the good news to the shepherds. Oh, I do have some volunteers. David, do you want to be a wise man?
No, I just want to say I can't be a wise man because we're going to Philadelphia.
Why did you say so before?
I just remembered, and my mother doesn't want me to be shepherd.
Why not?
I don't know, she just said, don't be shepherd. I'm not going to be a shepherd.
Oh, yes, you are. Now, what is wrong with all of you?
I don't want to be a shepherd. Gladys Herdman hits too hard.
You know, Gladys isn't going to hit anyone. The angel of the Lord is brings the good news to the shepherds and tells them that Jesus is born.
And hits them.
Elmer? Dad?
I didn't dare raise my hand. Imogene would have killed me. She said, I'm going to be marrying this play, and if you open your mouth and raise your hand, you'll wish you didn't. And I said, but I'm always marrying the Christmas pageant. And she said, go ahead then. Then next spring, when the pussy willows drop, I'll stick a pussy willow so far down your ear that nobody can reach it. It'll sprout there and grow, and you'll spend the rest of your life with a pussy willow bush growing out your ear.
Oh, come on, Alice. You know she wouldn't do that.
She would too. Herman would do anything. You just watch. They'll do something terrible and ruin the whole pageant. And it's all your mother's fault. Come on, Maxine.
Jane, Edna McCarthy. Did you hear?
Has Grace gone crazy?
Where did they come from? Who let them in? Imogene Herdman? What kind of a child is that to play Mary, the mother of Jesus? And where was Reverend Hopkins, I would like to know? He was what? Oh, visiting shut-in. Well, I'm a shut-in and he wasn't visiting me.
Better nail down the church and lock up the silver service and hide the collection plates before they clean them out.
If I'd been up and around, this never would have happened.
If I'd been up and around, this never would have happened. Well, let me tell you.
Don't tell me. I'm on your side. Now the car is over.
You know, Helen Armstrong is not the only woman in the world who can run a Christmas pageant.
No.
You know, I made up my mind just to do the best I could under the circumstances, but now I'm going to make this the best Christmas pageant ever. And I'm going to do it with the Herdmans because after all, they raised their hands and nobody else did.
Good,
And I don't
good
care
for
what
you,
anybody
Grace.
else
Now the
says.
car's over.
And you have to help me.
Does that mean I have to?
Yes, you have to go. Now the inn is back here off stage, and the shepherds will come
Where'd
down.
all the shepherds come from anyway?
What's in it?
It's like a motel where people go to spend the night.
What people? Jesus? Oh, honestly, Jesus wasn't even born yet. Mary and Joseph went there.
Why?
To pay their taxes?
At a motel? Shut up, Polly. Everybody shut up. I want to hear her. Begin at the beginning.
The beginning?
The beginning of the play. What happens first?
Imogene, this is the Christmas story. From the Bible? Haven't you ever heard the Christmas story from the Bible? Well, that's what this pageant is, so I guess I better read it to you.
Come on. I don't believe that. Do you? They've never heard of the Christmas story? Why not? They don't even know what it is. And they never came to church in their whole life. Till your dumb little brother told them we got refreshments. Now we have to waste all this time for nothing.
There went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And Joseph went up from Galilee with Mary his wife being great with child.
Pregnant, she was pregnant.
All know that Mary was pregnant.
I don't think it's very nice to say Mary was pregnant.
Well, she was.
I don't think that your mother should say Mary was pregnant. It's better to say great with child. I'm not supposed to talk about people being pregnant, especially in church.
And wrapped in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger because there was no room for them to be in.
My God, they didn't have room for Jesus.
Well, they didn't know that the baby was going to be Jesus.
Didn't Mary know? Didn't he know? What's wrong with him not telling them? And her pregnant and everything.
What's a manger? Some kind of bed?
Well, they didn't have a bed in the barn, so Mary had to use something else. Well, what would you do if you had a new baby and no place to put it?
We put Gladys in a bureau drawer.
Well, there you see. You didn't have a bed, and so you had to use something else.
No, we had a bed all right. Only Ollie wouldn't get out. She didn't like Gladys. Remember how you didn't like Gladys, Ollie?
That was pretty smart of all and not to like Gladys right off the bat.
Anyway, a manger is kind of a large feeding trough for animals.
What were the wadded up clothes?
What?
It says there, she wraps them in wadded up clothes.
Swaddling clothes. You know, people used to wrap babies up very tightly with big pieces of material to make them feel all warm and cozy.
My gosh! They tied him up and put him in a feed box? Where was the child welfare? The child welfare is at our house every 5 minutes. There wasn't any child welfare in Bethlehem. I'll say there wasn't.
And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in their fields, keeping watch over the flock by night. And lo, the angel of...
Shut up! With horrible vengeance, the mighty marvel.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The mighty marvel in amazing comics. With horrible vengeance.
Gladys, this is the angel of the Lord who brings the good news to the shepherds.
Out of nowhere, right? Out of the black night, right?
Well, in a way.
Shut down.
Now, when Jesus was born, there came wise men to his feast, bearing gifts of gold and frankincense.
What's that?
And myrrh.
What's that?
Well, they were special things, spices and precious oil.
Oil? What kind of a present is oil? We get better presents from the welfare. Was they the welfare, the wise men?
No, they were kings, and they were...
Well, it's about time somebody important showed up. If they're kings, they can get the baby out of the barn and tell the innkeeper where to get off.
They were sent by Herod, who was kind of like the main king, and they wanted to find the baby Jesus and have him put to death.
My gosh! He just got born. They're gonna kill a baby?
Who is Herod in this play?
Herod isn't in the play.
He's out to kill the baby and he isn't even in the play? Well, somebody better be Herod. Let Charlie be Herod. And he said, don't give me that baby. And they say, okay, because he's a king and all. But then they don't do it. They go back and get Herod.
I'm not going to be Herod.
No one is going to be Herod.
No, John and the shepherds together and they go, wipe out Herod.
See, they're going to put one in, and it's going to be me, and I'm going to get killed.
Okay, forget about Herod. There's no Herod in the play.
And I ran off with the baby till the fight's over.
Somebody ought to fix up the innkeeper. Gladys, you go take out that innkeeper.
I can't. I'm an angel. Well, I wouldn't stick around in the barn. I'd go get a room. She said there wasn't any room. Then I'd pick somebody out. I tell him I got this baby, and it's the middle of winter, so either get out or melt over.
I'd go after Herod.
I'd send the angel after Herod. She could just point her electric finger and turn him into a pile of ashes.
Yes, that. What's the name of the play? She never said. Christmas Pageant. That's no name. That's what it is. I know it is. I know it is. I call it Revenge of Bethlehem. Revenge at Bethlehem? The Hermans thought the Christmas story came right out of the FBI files. But at least they picked out the right villain. It was Herod they wanted to gang up on, not baby Jesus. But we didn't have a baby Jesus anyway. It was supposed to be Eugene Slocum. But Mrs. Slocum said she wouldn't let Imogene Herdman get her hands on him. So we didn't have a baby. And that bothered my mother. She kept trying to scratch up a baby Jesus, even at the last rehearsal. Why do you keep writing in that book? It's like a diary. It is not. It's all about the Herdmans. Imogene curses and swears all the time. Ralph talks about sexy things. Mrs. Bradley called Mary pregnant. Gladys drinks communion wine. It isn't wine, it's grape juice.
I don't care what it is. She drinks it. I've seen her 3 times with her mouth all purple. And they steal too. If you shake the birthday bank, it doesn't make a sound because they stole all the pennies out of it. And every time you go into the ladies' room, Emma Jean is sitting there in the Mary costume, smoking cigars.
And you wrote this all down? What for?
For my mother and Reverend Hopkins and the Ladies' Aid Society and anybody else who wants to know what happens when the whole Christmas pageant turns out to be a big mess.
Beth, Alice, come on back, you two. All right. Today is going to be our very last rehearsal.
Grace! Just wanted to let you know that we're all back in the kitchen making applesauce cake. I hope we won't be in your way after all this is your dress rehearsal.
Well, it's supposed to be. You know, and didn't I hear that your niece had a baby, a little girl?
Oh, yes, she's so adorable. She's
You know,
sick.
I was wondering how it'd be if I were to call her and ask if we could borrow.
No! Grace, I suppose I could make up some lie and tell you the baby's sick or cranky or something. But the fact of the matter is, she's perfectly healthy and happy and beautiful. And we all want her to stay that way, so we're certainly not handing her over to Emma Jean Herdman. Sorry, Grace.
Mr. Bradley, you keeping my little brother, baby Jesus?
David, I didn't know you had a new baby.
You're not new. He's 4 years old, but he's double jointed, and he could probably scrunch up. I'll get us a baby.
Well, how will you do that?
There's always 2 or 3 of them sitting outside in baby carriages outside the supermarket. I'll just get one of them.
Emma Jean, can't just walk off with someone else's baby. Oh, well, we'll just forget about the baby. We'll just use the doll.
Yeah, that's better anyway. A doll can't bite you.
Emma Jean, you know, Mary didn't wear earrings.
I have to wear these. If I don't wear these, the holes in my ears are going to close together.
Well, not in an hour and a half. What did your doctor tell you to do?
What doctor?
Well, who pierced your ears?
Gladys. I'll bet she did it was a nice thing. I'll bet Emma Jean's ears turn black and fall off.
Well, we'll find you something smaller. But, you know, is that your costume? Is that what you're wearing? I know you're all supposed to be in your costumes today.
I can't find my halo, and my wings are all bent. Janet's got my robe, and my mother doesn't have any white sheets. Can I have a sheet with balloons on it?
No.
I haven't got a costume. I've never shepherded before. You have to wear your father's bathrobe. That's what I have to do. He doesn't got a bathrobe. Then what does he hang on in the house in? His underwear.
All right. Let's just pretend like you're wearing your costume.
Are we going through the whole thing?
Yes, of course. At first, we'll just go through the entrances. So everyone go where you need to be and take those benches with you. David, take this chair. All right, go ahead. All right, no fighting. All right, Maxie, will you just read the last few lines?
Shepherds keeping watch over their flocks by night.
Music? Shepherds!
An angel of the Lord. Shut up! No. Memorable present.
All right, go ahead, Maxie.
The multitude of the heavenly hosts.
Music? Angels! Music? Wise men!
I got the baby here. Don't touch my name, Jesus.
No. Mary did not say anything. They just make a lovely picture right there. Look at what I think about presents and what it means.
Bad. I don't get to say anything. This stupid angel doesn't tell me what to name the baby. I'm gonna need to. Bill.
What a terrible thing to say.
What angel was that anyway? Was that Gladys?
No, Gladys is the angel who brings her good news to the shepherd.
Yeah. Unto you a child is born. Unto me, not them, me. I'm the one who has the baby.
No. That means that Jesus speaks for everyone. Unto all of us, a child is born.
I don't even get to name the baby. What the angel do? Just walk up to her and say, name him Jesus?
Yes! I know what the angel said. She said his name should be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace.
My gosh! He'd never get out of the first grade if he had to write all that. What should I do? Should I start over? I did it. We never did start over, and we never did go through the whole thing. The 5 minutes turned into 15 minutes, and Imogene Herman spent the whole time smoking cigars in the ladies' room. When Mrs. McCarthy went in and saw all the smoke, she called the fire department, and they came right away. Fire! The firemen dragged a hose through the building looking for a fire, and they did find one. All the applesauce cake had burned up. That made the ladies mad, and Miss McCarthy was mad, and my mother was mad too.
Why in the world did you call the fire department about a little smoke? A little smoke? There was a lot of smoke. The ladies' room was full of thick smoke. Oh, we couldn't have been. You just got excited, and now look at us. Oh, there are firemen all over the church, and there are baby angels crying in the street, and there are shivers crawling all over that fire truck in half the neighborhood. Oh, didn't you know it was cigar smoke? No, I didn't know it was cigar smoke. I don't expect to find cigar smoke in the ladies' room of the church.
Jesus is our marriage. Oh. We'll have a 10-minute intermission. The bathrooms and drinking fountains are on your right, and the refreshments are on your left. But you better go in that way and make a line forming that way, or else Gladys and Imogene will get you. Come on, Imogene, let's Alice Wendelkin's mother was mad too, and the whole Ladies' Aid Society was mad. And Reverend Hopkins, he didn't think anyone would come. I didn't think so either, and neither did Charlie. But we were wrong. On Christmas Eve, the church was jam-packed. Everyone came to see what the Herdmans would do.
Let me just get this light for you. Oh my goodness, watch out.
Can't even see where I'm going.
Here, hand me that.
Now, what am I supposed to do with this?
You know, I thought that might look like a palm tree, but now I see that it doesn't. You know, I don't know what is going to happen tonight. You know, we've never even been through the whole thing. And the herdsmen still think it's some kind of a spy story. This may be the first Christmas pageant in history where Joseph and the wise men get in a fight and Mary runs off with the baby. You know, where are the kids?
All the kids in the world are downstairs putting on bed sheets.
No, where are our kids?
We're here.
Oh, guys, it's getting late. Where are your costumes?
It's going to be awful, you know. They look like trick or treat, all dirty and fastened together with safety pins and wearing their moldy old sneakers. Mary and Joseph, I mean. They look like refugees or something.
Well, that's what they were. Mary and Joseph, they were refugees in a way. Well, look, here they are, far away from home. No money, no place to stay. They were tired and cold and hungry and messy.
I don't know about cold, tired, and hungry, but they sure are messy. Oh, I don't know. You think I should?
I think that you worry too much. Now look, you want me to push the baby angels on, right? And push the shepherds on and give them their staffs, and when do I do all this?
Here, just follow this script right here.
Oh, let's see here. Angels, shepherds, wise men. You know, it doesn't say anything about the fire engine. Just kidding. It'll be wonderful.
All right, gather in, everyone. Beth and Alice, I need you guys to stay up to the front so you can talk.
Mrs. Bradley?
Yes?
Does the angel choir go on stage in a blackout?
Yeah.
Well, how do we see in the dark?
Don't worry about that. Now let me see how all of you look. Oh, you look so nice. Gladys, where is your halo?
My cat buried it. Listen, I think I ought to say something besides the baby came. I mean, why don't they all get up and turn after some baby they don't even know? I ought to tell them it's Jesus, and I ought to tell them where he is.
No, Gladys. You just say, unto you a child is born, and that's all you say. Let's all go backstage and try to be quiet while the people are coming. And good luck, everybody.
Mrs. Bradley, actors don't say good luck. Actors say break a leg. Break a
Break a leg, yours or anyone else.
You hit so hard.
Imogene, please guys remember that this is a baby. Since it's not anyway. It's the baby, Jesus.
And in that region there were shepherds in the field, keeping watch over their flocks by night. While shepherds watch their flocks by night, all seated on the ground, the angel of the Lord came down, and glory shone around. Fear not, said he, for mighty dread, and sees their troubled minds. Glad tidings of great joy I bring to you and all mankind. And an angel of the Lord appeared to them. And an angel of the Lord appeared to them. The glory of the Lord shone round about, and they were sore afraid when the angel of the Lord appeared to them.
Hey, hey, I do you, a child is born. It's Jesus. He's in the barn. Go see him. Go on. Go on.
And suddenly there was a multitude of the heavenly host saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace among men. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains everywhere, echoing their joyous strain. Gloria in excelsis Deo, Gloria in excelsis Deo. When Jesus was born, there came wise men from the east to worship him, bringing gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh. Sweet drinking of Orient are, bearing gifts each traveled so far. Field and mountain, forest mountain, following yonder star. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright. Blessed were leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect home.
They look awful too. And what's that Leroy's got? It's a ham. A ham? I'll bet they stole it.
No, I think it's from their welfare basket.
You mean it's their own ham? They must hate hams.
Right, well, even if they hate Ham Alice, it's the first thing they ever gave away in their life. Being warned in a dream not to return to their own country, the wise men departed another way. The shepherds also departed, praising God for all that they had seen and heard. But Mary kept all these things and pondered them in her heart. Silent night,
Holy night, all is calm, all is bright.
rest of them? You know, this is the best Christmas pageant we've ever had, and I'm not sure why, but maybe it was them. Is that possible?
You know, I always get weepy about the pageant. I guess it's the children and the carols and all. But you're right. It was the best one. And it should have been the worst.
There was just something different.
Well, the angel of the Lord was different.
Yes, you know, but I like that. She had a lot of spunk. Usually you can't even hear the angel of the Lord. I'm going to go tell Grace.
You know, I just wish now that I had let her use Eugene for the baby Jesus.
Who was the baby Jesus?
Why, it was a doll.
Oh, I don't think so, Irma. That was no doll.
Well, it did seem real.
It did seem real, as if it might have happened just that way. We all thought the Christmas pageant was about Jesus, but that was only part of it. It was about a new baby, and his mother and father in a whole lot of trouble. No money, no doctor, no place to go, nobody they knew. And then, arriving from the east, just like my uncle from New Jersey, some rich friends. Because of the Herdmans, it was a whole different story. Imogene burping the baby, and the wise men bringing such a sensible present. After all, you couldn't eat frankincense. And even Gladys, he's in the barn! Go see him! So that the shepherds didn't have to stumble all around the countryside. But I guess it wasn't like that for Imogene. For her, it was all just a wonder and a mystery, as if she finally caught on to what Christmas was really all about. When the pageant was over, we had a party in the basement, but the Herdmans didn't stay. They didn't take any cocoa, and they didn't walk off with all the cookies. They wouldn't even take their candy canes.
Well, that's about it. Anyone left downstairs?
No, everyone's gone. You have your bathrobe on. You're not going to wear that, are you?
Why not? I might be taken for a shepherd. Wouldn't mind being taken for a shepherd in this Christmas pageant.
Oh, yes, you would. When it was over, some lady came up to me and hugged me just because I was a shepherd. Did I read his hand?
Well, you know, that's the Herdman's hand. I think it's from their welfare basket.
I tried to give it back, but Leroy said, "It's a present, and you don't give back a present." Leroy said that? They must take him.
You and Alice Wendleton.
Now, what about the lights?
Oh, you know, they're on a timer. I think they go off at midnight.
That's not far away. It's almost Christmas.
Almost Christmas, kids.
Almost Christmas, Charlie.